Welcome to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
After an off-season of contemplation about his future, Iguodala chose to return for one final season with the Warriors. Just prior to training camp, the veteran had played only 31 regular season games in 2021-22 but concluded it by winning his fourth NBA championship. There was little expectation that Iguodala would play a major impact with the Warriors, but one could have still expected him to be available for more than 3 total games as we enter the last quarter of the season. His place on the roster isn't an issue in isolation, but combined with other factors, it's becoming an almost untenable situation. The Warriors have failed to utilize a vacant roster spot, have a number of young players making little to no impact, and have suffered their fair share of injuries at different points. Something has to give. Golden State have signed Lester Quinones to a 10-day contract and their 15th roster spot, though it's likely that one of Anthony Lamb or Ty Jerome will replace him in that spot. However, given the impact they've made to the team this season, you could make the argument both two-way players should be placed on the main roster to be eligible for the postseason. The Warriors would have to waive a player for that to occur. There are clearly 3 players in line should that happen. Iguodala is one, simply because he's never available to play and it's his last season in the league anyway. The second would be Ryan Rollins, who, despite some obvious talent, is the least regarded of Golden State's young players. The third would be John Michael Green, though that's unlikely given he's still a part of the rotation, albeit in a limited role. Look, it's improbable that the Warriors will waive Iguodala for multiple reasons. His leadership and experience will prove even more valuable should they make the playoffs. If he manages to get himself fit, then at least he's someone that Steve Kerr will trust to put out on the floor during big games and big moments. Thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, waiving him would simply be a rather unceremonious and unfair ending to a legendary career.